Welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2, made of fischertechnik and based on the TXT controller, which runs in Linux and in my case programmed in Python. Lately I have been trying to get some imaging done and some test with wireless, because that's the only thing you can do in this situation. You can also use Bluetooth and USB, but I'm not doing that. And recently the default firmware has been able to function as both wireless host and a wireless client. Difference is that with a host it delivers an IP address, and with the client you can set it and use it as part of your own network. Now there's a problem, because when you set it you want it to retain its information, and if you watch these videos longer, then you know I have been forced to set the date each time. That's because it doesn't retain the date. So if it does not retain the date, I have to replace the battery, and that's what I'm going to do now, but with the other model that I have, the driving robot, with a similar controller. It turned out that the battery was not depleted at all. So although I have here two batteries, and this one, which is still 3 volts, comes out of the other controller, this one is fresh, but now I do wonder what voltage will be on the battery inside here. So I have a multimeter to check on that. So let's see how that works out, and then see further whatever I can do. Alright, so now you can see here the unprepared windows, and let's do a slight preparation. Well, you never know, and this one will be the same for the source code. Actually this has to be 4, not 3, and another one, because I still want to check on that. Although it didn't work at all. So this will be for and maybe I've got the IP address wrong in this one, but I still want to try to gain access using the firmware. Anyway, running ahead of things, and let's increase this window a bit. The point is I have to take this one out and take that one out. This is the AC adapter, this is the camera, because I have to tilt it, because the access to the battery is on the other side. So that's going to be. And another thing is, it's still on the scaffold. Let me take away the scaffold. This is a little bit now it's resting on the surface, so more stable. That's one. It's two. And this is going to be, could be tricky, but the wiring is a little bit, well, short, so I have to be really careful on this one. And let's take these out. Okay, so here it is. and yeah, I have to take force to get this out. So let's see how this works out. Alright, so now the whole thing is, here you can see the battery, multimeter set to volts, 30 volts. So 30 divided by 10, I should get this needle at 3 if the battery is at full voltage. So let's take it out. It should be no problem. Not as easy as thought it would be. Yeah, that goes. So measuring it, and this one actually does show depleted. Yeah, less than 1 volt. So this one actually needs to be replaced. Then I'm taking the battery that I took out earlier from the other controller. This should show 3 volts. This does show 3 volts. So this one is going in. And here goes plate and a screw. Right, turning back into its original position. And I should be good to go. So now it's time to set to do the settings, like power on, etc., and then power off, and see if it retains its settings. We'll see. Alright, with the robot on the floor now, and started, running from battery pack, you can see on the Android tablet that it looks towards the objects, so that is nice. The only thing is, am I actually able to make contact? Which should be done in this way. Which reminds me, network, wireless setup, and right, it has the wrong IP address. What if I change this? So, alright, let's do that one. That will be 169. 254. A very strange address, by the way. 6193. I expect nothing. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Now it says connected. So let's try this one again. Doesn't do anything. No, of course it doesn't do anything because this is the address. And that one doesn't do anything either. So I have to disable this one. And mind the tablet, it goes offline because there's no IP address anymore. Engaging, yes. So I have to reset up. That will be this one. Yes, connect. Okay. And this one. And engage. Start. Nope. It says no. Stop. Reset. Now it says it's online and it has image, so that's good. Can I do it now from the regular address? I'm afraid the answer is no. It takes way too long. That said, I am now accessing it by this tablet. So what about stopping accessing it? And would it do it then? Okay, so I quit this and I do it again. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What address do I have anyway for the wireless? Because that is, oh, it's disconnected. Yeah, now it is connected again. Connection information, and it says Wi-Fi. Hold on. Oh, okay. 102. That's alright. That means that I have to connect to 282. Is that correct? Yes. It is 8.2. This is 8.102. So this is actually correct. Only it doesn't work at all. Let me try again. Connection refused. That's another thing. That is different than no connection. So no route to host means I have lost connection, but connection refused means as the port 22 is disabled. A very different issue. I'll have to look into the settings. Alright, so I haven't found any setting for SSH. So I'm going to reboot into the default, into the community firmware, set the date and reboot and see then whatever happens. So for last time, let's see this one. Start. This should work. It doesn't. It's resetting. Have I lost contact? I haven't lost contact, so it should do it. Start. Yeah, this still works. Alright. Nice. So this goes off. SD card goes in and on. And let's see how this will go. Alright, now before I can do anything I have to go, strangely enough, to look and see, no standard menu. Alright. And it does contact. Yes. So let's first read the date. No surprise here. 219 has been that long ago. No, that can't be. 20. This is 5. This is by now 19. And close, this is 50. Alright, that's better. Now, the big test, shut it off. For best reason, or can I do this for a moment? Yeah, let's do this, making sure that everything actually does work. It's disconnected. Yeah, because it's not host anymore. It does not connect anymore. Okay. Exit. Power off. And then power on again and see what happens. Okay, so it's booted again after shutdown, and it again shows no interface. So I just have to get in here. Yes, and this is my IP address of IP version 6 and 4. So it is very nice that this firmware recognizes the IP6 address. Now it's there. Do I have, oh wait, of course the date. I need to find the date. 2000. Ah. Test failed. So this proven to be correct battery cell, which I put in, is not working. Either the contacts in the controller are broken somehow, or something else is going on. I have to remeasure the battery pack. That's the only thing I can do. Does this work? No, it still does not work. With the other controller it does work, with this one it does not. Date failed. Okay. And that's all I'm going to do. I had, in case things went right, I also had a blender with the wrong sizes. So I can show you here. This is a whopping 1 meter 14 instead of 2 centimeters. So let alone the rest. This is crazy in measurements. This would be huge. And of course the current schematics. But this was the main focus and it failed miserably. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and please show support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired. You can also become a patron, and depending on the pledge you make, may have your name mentioned with my videos and on my website. Yes, and this is black because that is not the default firmware but the community firmware, and this one also only works with the correct IP address on the default firmware. Anyway, more information on my website under this video with the URL, and also in the next short segment. To be continued. Have a nice day and bye bye.